Continuing coverage now on the end of the nationwide mask mandate. More local transportation agencies are opting to drop their mask rules after a federal judge voided the requirement earlier this week. 12 News reporter Kayla Fish is live in the studio this morning with a look at what happens next.
Well, Kate, the Justice Department said yesterday that it would not be appealing the ruling that ended the nationwide mask mandate. That is, unless the CDC determines that the requirement is necessary for public health. When asked whether people should continue to mask up on planes, for example, President Biden said yesterday it's up to them after a federal judge in Florida voided the sweeping mask mandate, one of the last major federal pandemic rules. Yesterday, the MBTA and RIPTA, as well as rideshare services like Uber and Lyft, joined a number of major airlines in dropping their mask requirements, instead making face coverings optional for travelers. And reaction has been mixed. While some have celebrated the end of the mandate, others are cautious about what's ahead. 12 News spoke with T riders in Attleboro last night about the change.
I feel very excited. It's great. It's going to be great to see people's faces again. It really is.
I think people should have the opportunity to kind of make their own choice, and I will wear a mask on the train today. But yeah, I think we're in the right spot.
Now, CDC officials are still weighing the impact of the decision on public health, assessing the threat from the Omicron subvariant BA.2. That's what had prompted the agency's most recent extension of the mask mandate in the first place. Live in studio, I'm Kayla Fish, 12 News.
One thing we've learned throughout the COVID pandemic is everything can change pretty quickly, and after years of strict rules, face coverings are no longer mandated on most forms of public transportation. 12 News reporter Kayla Fish joins us live this morning with more on the impact of this week's decision.
Well, Kate, the Biden administration is waiting to hear from the CDC to determine whether it should fight to reinstate that nationwide mask mandate on public transit that was voided by a federal judge earlier this week. This as more local transportation agencies like the MBTA and RIPTA are dropping their masking rules. It's something we haven't seen in a long time. People getting on planes and trains and using rideshare services without wearing a mask. Now, CDC officials are continuing to assess the threat from the BA.2 subvariant of COVID-19 to determine whether a mandate is necessary for public health. Now, that could lead to a potential appeal from the Justice Department, though no decision has been made just yet. Massachusetts Governor Charlie Baker reacting to the latest change, noting the pandemic toolbox has improved.
Well, 80% of the people in Massachusetts are fully vaccinated, and among those over the age of 65, it's more like 95% of the people are fully vaccinated. We now have therapies we didn't have 2 years ago that actually work. None of that existed when this pandemic began. Those are big changes in terms of how we should be thinking about the way we deal with it going forward.
Now, you don't want to completely get rid of your mask just yet. The MBTA, for example, says masks are still required by users of the ride paratransit services. And while many places have eased their mask rules, others like New York City and Connecticut, for example, are still requiring face coverings for travelers. Live in studio, I'm Kayla Fish, 12 News.